The disease we will be talking about is the Bubonic Plague, better known as the Black Death. The bubonic plague first broke out in Europe in the mid-14th century when it was brought over by trade ships, known as the Death Ships, to Messina, Sicily. Although there had been word of a great pestilence on trade routes, nothing could prepare people for what was to come. The bubonic plague spread through Europe via trade over the next 6 years and wiped out a staggering 20 million people, which was 1/3 of the population of Europe at the time. People at the time had no legitimate explanation for what was happening and assumed it was some sort of divine punishment. Many movements to attempt retribution were put in place, to no effect. The death rate climbed so high that there were more corpses than places to put them, so people began burning them to avoid having piles of dead bodies in the streets. The bubonic plague is caused by the bacteria Yersinia pestis, which is a coccobacillus, gram-negative, and facultative anaerobic bacteria. While this disease is rare today due to modern sanitation and public health initiatives, the organism that causes it is still in existence. During the epidemic, the disease was spread mostly by fleas who fed specifically off the blood of infected rats who had gained immunity to the effects of the bacteria. Though other rodents such as mice, squirrels, chipmunks, and prairie dogs can also carry it. The plague can affect not only humans, but also cows, pigs, sheep, and even chickens, and can also be spread by direct contact with an infected person or animal, eating an infected animal, or even the scratches and bites of infected domestic cats.
Bubonic plague infects your immune system, causing inflammation. It can move to your blood and cause septicemic or pneumonic plague. Patients develop fever, headache, chills, and weakness, as well as tender and painful lymph nodes. If the patient is not treated with appropriate antibiotics, the bacteria can spread to other parts of the body. Worldwide, between 1,000 and 2,000 cases each year are reported to the World Health Organization. Of those cases, over 80% have been in bubonic form. 50% of cases occur in people aged 12 to 45. Countries with plague cases include Madagascar, Congo, Peru, China, Bolivia, Uganda, Tanzania, and Russia. Breakouts of the plague have also occurred in Asia and South America, but since the 1900s, the disease has been largely confined to Africa. If a health worker suspects plague, samples of the patient's blood should be sent to a laboratory for testing. Testing usually takes between 24 and 48 hours. Treatment with antibiotics will start as soon as samples are taken. Once diagnosed, patients should be hospitalized and medically isolated. Antibiotic treatment should begin as soon as possible. To prevent plague, eliminate resting places for rodents around homes. Avoid picking up or touching dead animals. Report sick or dead animals to the local health department or law enforcement. Do not let pets sleep in the bed with you. This has been shown to increase your risk of getting the plague. Use insect repellent that contains DEET.
Created using Powtoon.